What's going on, guys? Shane here, HomeBizNetworks.com. All right, we're back. Chapter 10, or book 10, okay? Marcus Aurelius, every chapter is considered book. All right, guys, you know the deal, all right? Meditations, Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius, a new translation with introduction by Gregory Hayes. This book is amazing, Barnes & Nobles. I've been reading my favorite passages from each chapter, and you guys seem to be really liking it. I'm getting a lot of views. I'm not getting a lot of comments, which is okay, but I'm getting a lot of views. So hopefully this content is helping you guys out there to stay effing strong, all right? Stoicism. Now, guys, this next part kind of relates into some of the stuff that I was talking about in my last video about nature, the connection, and bug on my lens. Like, I talked a lot about nature and how everything's kind of connecting and how everything kind of changes. On book 11, the first page, he kind of goes a little bit more into detail about like what you can focus on when just like how to deal with life, okay? So let me just read it to you guys. All right, I'll start reading. Focus on what nature demands as if you were governed by that alone. Then do that and accept it. Unless your nature as a living being would be degraded by it, then focus on what that nature demands and accept that too. Unless your nature is a rational being would be degraded by it. And of course, rational also implies civic. Follow these guidelines and don't waste time on anything else. Everything that happens is either endurable or not. If it's endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. If it's unendurable, then stop complaining. Your destruction will mean its end as well. Just remember, you can endure anything your mind can make endurable by treating it as in your interest to do so, in your interest or in your nature. If they've made a mistake, correct them gently and show them where they went wrong. If you can't do that, then the blame lies with you or no one else. This is one of my favorite lines, okay? Whatever happens to you has been waiting to... Okay, let me rephrase it. This is one of my favorite lines recently. My other all-time favorite line from Marcus Aurelius is the best revenge is to not be like that. And it's actually in this book, and I believe I read it. I think it's in chapter 4 or something. But I heard that years ago before I got this book. All right. But this is a kind of interesting concept of like nature, the connection, the circle of Zen. I guess Wu Wei. Guys, I'm getting off topic. Let me read this favorite part to you guys, okay? Whatever happens to you has been waiting to happen since the beginning of time. The twinning strands of fate wove both of them together, your own existence and the thing that happened to you. Whether it's atoms or nature, the first thing to be said is this: I am part of a world controlled by nature. Secondly, that I have a relationship with other similar parts, the logos, okay? And with that in mind, I have no right, as a part, to complain about what is assigned me by the whole. Because that benefits the whole, can't harm the parts, and the whole does nothing that doesn't benefit it. That's a trait shared by all natures, but the nature of the world is defined by a second characteristic as well. No outside force can compel it to cause itself harm. Now Marcus is kind of talking about the soul. Marcus Aurelius is a big believer in, it's actually kind of like Christianity in a way where it's like the three, mind, body, soul. Sorry, my thought's kind of deep. I can't really think too much on how to connect it yet. Okay, so by keeping in mind the whole, I form a part of. I'll accept whatever happens, and because of my relationship to other parts, I will do nothing selfish, but aim instead to join them, to direct my every action toward what benefits us all, and to avoid what doesn't. If I do all that, then my life should go smoothly, as you might expect a citizen's life to go, one whose actions serve as fellow citizens and who embraces the community decree. The whole is compounded by nature of individual parts. All right, I'm going to stop reading because this chapter is really deep. Chapter 10 goes really deep into the differences about your mind, body, and soul. Guys, you got to get this book. I know I kind of rambled a lot in this video. I didn't really put my mind thoughts to what I was going to say about the readings, because I just kind of read them and it just kind of took over. You get thinking, just thinking and thinking and thinking. Sometimes thinking's too much. You got to act too, Wu Wei, it's kind of like sailing. See, there's a lot of connections between Stoicism and Zen and Wu Wei, and actually there's a lot of connection to Christianity to it all as well. It's kind of all the same thing. Kind of like martial arts, like Japanese jiu-jitsu turned into judo in the 30s, 20s, and then actually, no, I think the first Brazilian jiu-jitsu academy was 20s or 30s. Anyways, like, religion is very similar to martial arts, it's all connected. You have like samurais that did like Aikido jiu-jitsu, and then that got like, banned, and then turned into judo, and then the Gracies kind of like brought back a lot of the ground stuff, which was actually Kozen judo. Sorry, Gracies. But if you look at the branch, and then you can throw Sambo in there. If you look at the branch, it's all kind of the same thing. When you look at a lot of these religions and a lot of these philosophies, they kind of have a lot of the same principles, and it's all kind of tied in. Me personally, I follow more Zen and Stoicism stuff than I do Christianity. That's nothing against God or Jesus or anything like that. I grew up in a Protestant Irish family. No love, hate for that. But I just felt like that, for me personally, following some of the Zen and Wu Wei principles and the Stoic principles has helped me get through some of the toughest times in my life. And you guys have no idea the stuff I'm going through right now. Not a clue. So yeah, I hope you like this video. I kind of rambled a lot on this, guys. Sorry. If you haven't yet, please check out my other videos on it. Like, subscribe, comment below. My name's Shane, HomeBizNetworks.com. Hope you like this video. And get yourself a copy of Meditations by Gregory Hayes. Talk to you guys soon.